It's the end of the world as we know it. There's a lot of failed prognostications about the end of the world. I heard it once said, and I like this, is I am far more concerned about being on the welcome committee than the planning committee. But a lot of people have given it a shot to be on the planning committee.
Dan finds that very clever.
I was enjoying that.
Okay, I'm glad.
I was pondering.
I'm glad you like it. I want plans to
Are
say.
there any other committees?
No, those are your two options.
Who does the decorating?
I want to be on the gravy committee.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ben can make or whatever gravy.
So anyway,
Feast of the Lamb. So whatever.
So anyway, here's the deal. We're going to see what you know about people who have falsely predicted the end of the world. And here's the quiz. Here we go. First, question number 1. Pope Innocent III computed the end of the world to be 1284, 666 years after the founding of which religion? A. Scientology. B. Islam. C. Hinduism. D. Wild prognosticism. Dan Hudson.
I'm going to say that's probably about the time that Muhammad stuck his head in a pillow and had a hallucination. And I'm going to say B. Islam.
B. Islam. Bethany Joy Johnson.
What?
Are you cavorting?
I was like, this isn't like a test, so
No
I
cheating
think
on
we're
the
allowed
Jesus
to
quiz.
ask the audience.
There's no call a friend on this.
There's no call outs.
Dang it. I'm gonna go with. What'd you go with?
I went with B. Islam.
Okay, good. I'm gonna do D.
But
Wise choice.
I feel like we should let her call a friend.
John Boover III.
Troy Engeldinger. I'm gonna go with.
If Buva would have picked Hinduism, I'd have had to bail, so I'm hitting C.
Okay, Pope Innocent III computed the end of the world to be 1284, 666 years after the founding of which religion? The answer is B.
Yes.
Oh,
Islam.
Come on.
B.
I really thought you had it
I've
with
taken
wild
classes on Islam. I know Islam.
That's why
Hey,
I said.
sometimes you gotta go on a limb, people.
I read 2 pamphlets. I know what the answer is. Okay, next
A
question.
guy gave me a bookmark.
In the 1840s, William Miller led a group now known as the Millerites and predicted the world would end A, between 321, 1843 and 321, 1844, B, March 21st, 1844, C, March 22nd, 1844, or D, all of the above. Bethany Joy Johnson.
D.
D, all of the above. John Boover.
D.
He's in Mike.
I feel like there's a lot of conflict there, Ben. I got to go with. Well, not after that comment. I'm hitting C. March 22nd, 1844.
Mike's
Ben.
going specific, March 22nd. Dan.
I'm going to go A.
A, between 321, 1843 and 321, 1844. In the 1840s, William Miller led a group now known as the Millerites and predicted the world would end. And the answer is D, all of the above. He made a series of continuous prognostications. He said, first, well, it's going to happen in this point in time.
Did he have a radio program?
And shall we take the next prediction,
RVs?
please?
He
It's not
warned
today. It's tomorrow.
it didn't happen between the time span, so we said, no, it's tomorrow on March 21st, the day of. That didn't happen, so we said, no, it's March 22nd. That didn't happen either. and then
And
he
then
just...
people stop listening.
Doesn't it happen with like anybody that predicts?
Yeah.
the
Isn't
end
that
of the
kind of
world?
embarrassing? It's
Yeah,
like
they're
everybody
like,
knows
just
if you're
kidding.
wrong.
Go out and buy
Yeah.
everything back again.
There has to
Try
be a
again in 5
certain
years.
bravado about you to go, I'm stepping in a foray. I'm going to throw a guess out. You know what I'm saying?
The Lord has blessed me with the vision to be a day off.
Well, I meant Eastern time.
The Lord didn't move for daylight savings. Next question. In the 1530s, a small group of Anabaptists took over the German town of Munster and declared it to be the New Jerusalem, awaiting the return of Jesus. Which of these were true of the man who led the group? A, he had multiple wives. B, he issued money that contained prophecy of the last days. C, his occupation was that of a tailor. D, his hymn was nailed to the city gates when it was retaken. And E, all of the above. Mike.
It's going to have to be occupation tailor, Ben.
He's a tailor. Dan Hudson.
Never trust a tailor. Good point. I'm going to go with A. Weird people have lots of wives.
Okay, Bethany Joy Johnson.
I'm going against the grain. B.
Okay, B issued money that contained prophecy of the last days. 1530s, small group of Anabaptists took over the city of Munster in German, called it the New Jerusalem. The man that led the group is, it's true of him that it is E, all of the above. He had multiple wives.
I was gonna say that.
Issued money that contained prophecy. I skipped you, Booba. His occupation
So
was that
we're
of a tailor.
all winners on that one?
And he had a rough run at the end. Yeah, everybody wins.
Yay!
Cool.
Congratulations, best game ever.
Next question. In 1524, many astrologers came to the conclusion that the end of the world would come about by a giant flood. This conflicts with which of the following statements made from the Bible? A, I will never flood the earth again. B, I will never share secrets with astrologers. C, I will never refer to a flood as giant because it's not a statement of volume or really a legitimate measure at all. D, the first 5 chapters of Genesis are totally a joke, whiz bang. John Buva.
I'm going to go with A.
A, I will never flood the earth again. Mike.
Bold statement, Buva. I'm also going to say A.
Dan Hudson.
Ever since the time of Daniel, God stopped talking to astrologers, so I will say A, I will never flood the earth again.
Dan's gone with E, gravy. Bethany.
I hate peer pressure, so A. I'm giving in.
She's giving in.
Rainbow.
The answer is, I will never flood the earth again. That is correct.
Solid.
Yay.
God wasn't really explicit that we'll never share secrets with astrologers. It just seems like something he's chosen
Yeah,
not to
it's
do.
a trend. It's not more of a statement.
All right, next question. Final question. Which historical figure was exhumed from his grave in May of 1000 AD so that he could fight the Antichrist, whose arrival was anticipated in that year? Mike.
What are the options, Ben?
Sorry. A, Genghis Khan. B, Charlemagne. C, Duke Felsbury III. D, Charles Bronson. Mike.
If it's not C, Duke Felsbury III, then I'm not living and breathing.
Dan Hudson.
I'm going from the night at the museum, and so I'm going with letter A, Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan. E.
B.
B, Charlemagne. John Buva.
See, now I look like a bandwagoner. I'm B.
You're going with B.
B. Charlemagne.
It's all
Which
right.
historical
Winners
figure
jump on the bandwagon.
was exhumed
Isn't it
from
like a
his
jello
grave
or something?
in May of...
Charlemagne?
I can't control him from over here, Mike.
This is a radio station. Behave yourself, Buva.
When do we start that?
Which historical figure was exhumed from his grave in May of 1000 AD so that he could fight the Antichrist, whose arrival was anticipated in that year? The answer is B, bandwagon Charlemagne.
Oh, yes.
Who is Duke Felsbury III?
I made him up.
Dang
He's not a legitimate historical figure.
I feel like I walked in a black hole, Ben.
And
set me up.
just to make it known, I just got all those right.
What? No, you didn't. You didn't even vote on one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Troy.
We all got the point for that one, I thought.
Do you need 3
I'm
hands to pat
competitive,
yourself on the back?
Take care of the other side for me.
Can I borrow one of your hands? I'm busy congratulating myself.
I'm pretty proud of myself right now, actually.
You're listening live from the
Felsbury?
path. I hope you enjoyed that quiz. If you like quizzes like that, if you go to livefromthepath.org, there's a whole section of games and quizzes